Ahoy. Welcome back, sailors. This is your captain, and let's do this. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this because there's lots of cool game news. There's a really cool did you know at the end of this. It's hilarious, and I want you to laugh. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. I appreciate everyone for coming back. I hope that you enjoy these videos. I hope that you're liking the Did You Know. I'd love to hear some feedback. You know, feedback is always good, and it helps me sort of know which direction to go with things. I always love getting text messages or when I talk to my friends and they say, oh, like I love that last video, or I love when you were talking about this. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right. I'm really gonna stay on top of this and, you know, do these things because I'm enjoying this segment a lot more now than I was before. I was sort of stressing out before, but I'm starting to enjoy it a little bit more. So I think I got some ideas to make these a little bit more fun. We're gonna just go along with those and do that stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. We got some weird news from Bungie today. Bungie announced that they're doing a battle pass. I don't know if anybody plays Fortnite, but Fortnite has this, well, it's not just Fortnite, there's lots of other games that do that. Rocket League does it now. You know, it's sort of like, the battle pass is kind of like a reward system. It's gonna cost money, but you get, you don't necessarily have to spend the $10. They're saying that it's $10, so it'll probably be like 15 Canadian or 12 Canadian. If you are Canadian, if you're American, it'll only be $10, and I don't know about the, you know, the rates anywhere else, but there's a free to play section in the battle pass, and then there's a paid section, and the paid section will obviously have better rewards. I think when they were doing the run through, they showed like the first 15 levels, and it showed like a gun, some Ingrams in there, some cool stuff, maybe some shaders. They'll probably have some really cool stuff at level 100 or however far up it goes, but they're just in-game rewards, you know, for completing milestones and leveling up specifically. At first I didn't really like the idea because I sort of felt like it was just Bungie's way of making more money, you know, and obviously that's the idea of a game, is to make money. And I just think, I thought originally that it would be greedy, but depending on how it's done, it might actually be pretty cool. I did like Fortnite, the way that Fortnite did it before I stopped playing, because you could get cool skins for things, and just, it was just cool to have access to a lot more stuff than normal. I just hope that they don't make, on one side, I don't want the free-to-play players to feel like they're getting completely screwed for not spending the money, so I don't want the battle pass to have anything too broken, but at the same time I do, because it's awesome when you get rewarded for, you know, completing things, and it just makes you feel better about stuff. Going on, the battle, or not the battle pass, Jesus, what's happening with me? The PS Plus free games for September are Batman Arkham Knight, I believe, which was an interesting game. It was successful when it came out. A lot of people do like the Arkham City games, or the Arkham City Batman series. They've been pretty good. I didn't ever get into them, but I was usually too busy playing other stuff, and that's my fault. The other free game is Darksiders 3, which was a pretty good game. It's a little bit clunky and a little heavy, but some people did enjoy it, and it got pretty good reviews when it was first released, but I don't think it was a game that had too much success afterwards. You know, it's just a good game all in all. Both games are pretty good games, but they're more pandered towards single player games than they are, you know, playing with your friends, which is the mainstream of gaming right now, is being able to play with multiple people. It's been like that for a long time. So if you're interested in either of those games, those are the games that are coming out. Along with that was an announcement today that a really cool game that I used to love that was released in 2008 on Xbox is getting a remaster and a little bit of a remake. They're going to add lots of stuff to it. And it's coming to the PS4, it's coming to the Xbox One again, and it's coming to Switch. And that would be the game Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers is a side-scrolling beat-em-up. It's sort of like, it has like a very like Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, like Streets of Rage, Streets of Rage, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where you're scrolling up and down and you're fighting enemies and things come in. Castle Crashers was super awesome. They had puzzles in it, they had customizations, they had different weapons that you could find, different secrets. And so it had all those RPG elements to it, while also being a really good side-scrolling beat-em-up game. It was absolutely fantastic. It won like multiple awards for the best indie game a few years in a row. That's how successful this game actually was. And it always surprised me that it never came out for PS4, and I literally was just talking about it the other day. So I'm super excited about that coming out in September. Another game that's coming out in September is the remake. I lied. It's not a remake. It's a remaster. It's a PS4. I believe Xbox is getting it as well, and also PC will be getting the Final Fantasy VIII remaster, which will be awesome. It was remade from Steam, so the graphics are going to be upgraded massively. It's going to be so awesome. I hope that everybody that wants to check it out is excited for that. I believe it drops on the 4th, but I don't quote me on that. I believe it's somewhere around the 4th, if not somewhere early September. I'm super excited about those games. I got something to look for, and they're both going to be cheap. They're not going to be super expensive games. Final Fantasy VIII isn't going to be like, a $30 game. It's going to be 20 bucks tops. Castle Crashers will probably be the same or even less. So I'm super excited about those. September is going to be crazy because Shadowkeep comes out at the end of September. So some awesome game news, some awesome cool stuff. Super excited. We're going to get into the fun stuff now. Well, the funny stuff, not just the fun stuff. It's cool too. It's some cool stuff. Sometimes we have cool stuff. Sometimes we don't. I'm just talking on now. Anyways, we're going to do Did You Know now. I'm going to pull the book up a little bit closer so I can read it and I don't look like such an idiot looking down every 2 seconds, because I'm sure that's annoying. Anyways, the first, Did You Know? This is actually, it's pretty funny. It's pretty cool. I don't want to build it up too much though. Did you know that Captain Crunch's real name, as it said Captain Crunch, or Cap'n Crunch, the box that he's on, the cereal box, his real name is Horatio Magellan Crunch. You can Google that. I double checked this time to make sure that that was true, because I was like, that's a pretty crazy name. You can't be serious that that's his name. Where did they come up with that? But that is his legit name. You can look it up. Horatio Magellan Crunch. Thanks, Mom. Did you know that in the 1830s, ketchup was used as medicine? I don't know what they were trying to do to help something medically. I didn't really check into what it was used for. When I think about tomato and sugar being put onto like a cut or something, it just doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure if it was used to take away something on your face, but it must have worked if people actually used it as ketchup at one point. I wonder why we don't use it now. Maybe because it's delicious on hot dogs. Did you know that there's a town in Canada called Dildo? I bet you didn't, unless you lived there, because I didn't, and that's hilarious. There's a bunch of really weird names in Canada, like just like weird names that have probably been that way, like named funky stuff for many years before people realized that it was hilarious and didn't mean what it meant. But dildo is just a an odd one. Anyways, this is the last Did You Know. I thought it was pretty funny. Before I say this, I just want you to know, or everybody to know, that there's no offense to this. I'm not trying to put down anybody. I don't I'm not against this at all. Okay, I'm open-minded until proven differently. But this is hilarious. Homosexuality was considered an illness in Sweden until 1979. Before 1979, it was considered an illness. And people, Swedes, would literally call into work saying that they were feeling gay to get out of work. They'd call in sick saying, "Hey boss, I don't know what it is. I'm just feeling a little gay today. I don't think I can make it in." Like that's so funny. Yeah. So that was a Did You Know? I bet you didn't know that at all. I sure as hell didn't. You would probably only know that if you're an adult in Sweden, which I'm not. I got a buddy in I think he's from Finland. His name is Rula Kebab. We play online games with him sometimes. He likes to play RL a lot. at being Rocket League. He's from Finland, I think. He's got his, he's a cool dude sometimes. You know, he's a little intense, but he's pretty cool sometimes. And I wonder if it was that way. Like, I wonder if he would know that. But to everybody else, that's pretty hilarious that, you know, before 1979, that Swedes would call in and say, you know, oh, boss, I'm sick. I'm sick. I can't make it in today. Oh, what's wrong with you? Oh, I'm just feeling a little gay. Okay, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you have anything to say to me, that makes it sound like I was like, if you got something to say, we're going to scrap it out. That's not what I mean. Like, I mean, if you want to do that, we can go, bro. But no, that's not what I'm trying to say. If you have anything that, you know, you want to say to speak about in the videos, or you want to, you know, you have any advice for me, or you want me to talk about anything specifically, or you want to come on and talk about something, I would appreciate that very much. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate everybody watching these videos. Let's get some thumbs up, let's get some shares, and let's get some more subs going. Thank you, everyone, and make sure that you have a good one. Bye.